a prophet and to tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites go. Miriam is Moses' sister, is not as mentioned as much as in the movie, although she watched him as he floated along the Nile. Pharaoh and Moses only knew of each other, but not on a personal level. However, later in Exodus, they don't like each other. And Zipporah was a gift given to Moses for helping the women with the well.
In The Prince of Egypt, Moses is blood related to Miriam and Aaron. However, he grows up with the Pharaoh, so he has a more personal relationship with him, and they grow up believing that they are brothers. And then later he finds out that he's actually not related to them, and he's related to Miriam and Aaron. The relationship between Zipporah and Moses is gradually growing throughout that one part where they're together, and they kind of grow into loving each other. And then they ask Jethro for them to get married, and that happens instead of Jethro giving her as a gift. Roxy, what character has the most change in the adaptation of The Prince of Egypt?
I think Aaron changes the most because in the movie he is neither to Moses, doubtful, no faith or hope in Moses. And in the Bible, Aaron is an ally to Moses. So Annabelle, what was added and what was left out?
Well, something that was left out was the Pharaoh's daughter, which in Exodus chapter 2, verse 5 says, "The daughter of the Pharaoh came down to bathe at the river. While her attendants walked beside the river, she saw the basket among the reeds and sent her maid to bring it. When she opened it, she saw the child." And that is Moses. So that was not shown. It was actually the queen. And something that was added was the relationship between Moses and Pharaoh, which they showed him as brothers, when really in Exodus, there was no brother. Roxy, in what way does the film stick to the storyline, and why do you think the filmmaker made it that way?
The burning bush sticks to the storyline, such as the angel of the Lord appeared to him in the flame of fire out of a bush. He looked and the bush was blazing, yet it was not consumed. And we think they made it this way because it was an important revelation, and it was a basis for the rest of the story of Exodus.
Where is it? So come, I will send you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt. So, the total message in the Bible was to pretty much just send out God's message and to do what's right and free the oppressed people. But in the movie, it's more doing the right thing, and we think that's why they added the relationship between Pharaoh and Moses, is to make it more personal and more trying to overcome what's bad, even if you were best friends with that person or you thought he was your brother but he really wasn't, and to do what's right. So pretty much it all is to do what's right, but in the Bible it's more about doing what God said. Anything to add, Roxy? Camera shot. Okay, Roxy, how do you think the filmmakers did in adapting this story?
I think they did pretty well to make it more interesting to younger audiences by adding all the music and conflicts between the Pharaoh and Moses. How about you? What did you think of it?
I think they did a really good job. It really grabs the audience a lot better, and sometimes people don't understand some of the language in the Bible, so it was a good way to look at it at a different angle. Okay. Thanks for watching! Alright, we can cut this part out. So yeah.
That doesn't count.
Why?
I think that Aaron changed a lot because he wasn't with Jesus as much as he was in
Jesus.
the Bible. Oh, dang.
The end.